It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Sammy Watkins. It was a solid showing in last week's game. 105 receiving yards. It's the Packers and the Lions, and it's coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
A scoreless game here early on, but how much longer will that hold up as we've got action in the red zone on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams have to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The slant pass complete to Swift. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
Goff now to throw. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 2nd and goal. Goff flushed out right. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jared Goff hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
We have a red zone update. This defense stacked up here with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. To throw is Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Cobb. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay 1st.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes over there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. does a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field. A red zone situation forthcoming as this defense will need to step up here. 1st and 10. Ball at the 19. So the defense backed up here. Let's see if they can hold on this next play. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want quarterback sneaking in the big area. They've got a long way to go, a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Goff on 3rd down. Sharks got it left side. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. In motion left goes a tight end. They'll try it now with Swift. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And a 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down.
A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Time to get back into the action. The football in the red zone for this offense. It's 2nd down, 6 yards to go. To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. To throw is Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
There's the stiff arm, and from the 9 they get this to the 5-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And this likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. There's Goff. And in for the Lions touchdown. DJ Chark. 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more.
Things are not looking good for this offense. 3-score game in the 4th. They need points quickly. Now Goff on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Here we go. It's 4th down.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, nothing really overly complicated about this. The offense needs points and in a hurry with just over a minute to go in the contest. On 1st and 10, Goff. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st down, Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Goff's throw complete there to St. Brown. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down.
It's Week 10 of the National Football League, where division rivals will clash in the NFC North. It's the Lions and the Bears. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store. The Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin joined as always by Charles Davis. The CD, you look at the Bears in this one. Bottom line, there are not many defenses in the league that seem up to the task to slow down their ground game. But this might be one of them. And in everything that they have said and done this week, they feel confident that they're ready.
And I like how you set this whole thing up, because it comes down to this to me. These first few carries, they're going to be exciting. They're going to be physical. They're going to be battles. Each side trying to establish control in this game.
On second down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. On second down. Montgomery. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've had the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try to run wide side with Montgomery. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple.
Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Again, Goff. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Seems as if the passing attack... quarter. From the red zone now, Goff. His throw caught right around the 6. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Goff. Yeah, they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Goff throwing again. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half. Tough spot here for the defense. Let's see if they can step up. We drop in on a first down in the red zone. So the defense backed up here. Let's see if they can hold on this next play. Fields on first down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt.
A potential turning point in a one-score game. What can this defense do as they look to hold on to their second-half lead? Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance.
Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the third quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. Goff now looks to throw. He finds Ross right side. It's complete. Down by about...
What are you doing?
Back to the running game with Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
Second down and goal. Goff, touchdown. Devin Funchess from 4 yards out. And the Lions have taken the lead here this third quarter. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they love to get him the football. And right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone. And they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches.
So a big third down coming up here for the defense, trying to preserve a very slim lead in the third quarter. From the 50, here's Fields. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Give him 20. The key coming up here, preserve the lead for this defense. Fourth quarter, close game. Third down, here we go. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And this defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. To the air again. Goff. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Able to get what they need to keep the... We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. Goff a handoff here to Swift. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Swift going to try up the middle. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 14. Oh, the gain of 3, and they're running on 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This will get the lead up to 7. Seibert's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Yep.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit. And then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Fields into the hands of Sanders. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Fields. Steps away to him. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. He's back to throw. And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. All eyes on Fields. It's caught by Sanders. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read,
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? and he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now Goff. Able to connect with Chark. And he's got a first down to the 40-yard line, but the clock runs. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Goff now to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Goff. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And now they're going to get the timeout. A huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to win. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay
sweat.
with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Lions, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with
It's Week 11 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' veteran linebacker. He put up numbers last week with a 9-tackle performance. It's the Lions and the Giants, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Let's get you to the action here as we pick things up early in the first quarter. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 76 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now gone. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Goff finding Hockenson there for the Lion first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Swift. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down, they actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, Goff. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now it's Goff off the bootleg. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, you don't have to be a student of X's and O's to know that right there, that just was the perfect play call defensively.
You're exactly right, because what they did really well, disguised their intentions. They never thought that the corner would come on the blitz, but when he did, that QB was exposed and brought to the ground.
After the sack on first down, Goff looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Third and long, it's Goff. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside. Everyone.
No score as of yet. Defenses have ruled here into the second quarter. But here's another third down situation to check in on. Throwing Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. The drive stays intact with a pickup at 13.
All right, let's just go walk through this one pretty. Scrimmage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes this again to Shepard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by a Fitu Melifonwu. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And as plays out of that one, they've made them the most grit to face this year.
So here we go, back to the action. Football in the red zone. And a big third down play coming up for this defense. And he'll find Galloway. That's complete. And the Giants are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Now Jones. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Back to nearly 30 minutes of football. That touchdown puts us in a position where
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Let's get back into the action. The situation, ball in the red zone. It's 2nd down, and the defense needing to step up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a loss. On 2nd down now, this defense sort of finding themselves with their backs against the wall. Ball in the red zone. Jones going to get this out wide to Tony. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And that's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Yeah, no question. He got to the QB late, CD, and that's going to get a flag every time.
Every single time. Because let's face it, the league is always going to have an emphasis on the...
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants have moved out in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line. So this offense, they've made their way into the red zone now. They've got it a couple yards inside the 20 at the 18, 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Goff now looks to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away. A tough spot for this defense, no doubt. Even a field goal here might be enough to end this thing. They've got to be thinking turnover here. Let's see if they can get one. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 92 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's a key to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So out on the field now, Graham Gano in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Giants, it's a rare victory for them as they get that record back to 3-7. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games.